us. This is Real Talk, and we are speaking with the founder of JSN Studio and also the star of Netflix's Styling Hollywood, Adair Curtis. Adair, did you know I'm in New York this week?
Now I know.
I'm so excited to have you on the show.
I'm co-founder and co-star. I can't forget my husband, Jason Bolden, my partner and co-founder.
Jason, look at how cute you guys are together.
Thank
Where
you.
is this picture?
This is in Aspen at a wedding.
Oh my God.
And the wedding venue was stunning. Our friends got married in a really beautiful location in Aspen on the top of a mountain. And we were there to help them celebrate. And someone captured us really beautifully, I might add.
Well, I knew you before you blew up, Adair.
Yes.
I knew you when you were just starting out. You would come in and you would stage homes. And then I was reading Architectural Digest, and I see this, Meet 9 Rising Stars Taking the World by Storm. And then I opened my Architectural Digest this month, and you're in it as one of the 9 rising stars.
Yes.
How did you celebrate that, and how did that come about? Here you are in AD. Let me show you.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you. We, I mean, how do we celebrate? I think it's cheers, hurrah, toasting as much as possible.
Did you freak out when AD called you and said you're going to be in book as a rising designer?
You really don't ever know, right? So you don't know what's going to end up happening, but there was the possibility of, you guys being included in this particular, way.
Oh,
and
they
so,
did it that way. Like,
yeah,
maybe.
You just don't, yeah, exactly. So you just don't really know what's going to happen. And so, Jason and I both, we like to do the work and put our heads down and keep going. We definitely celebrate as much as possible, but, we put our heads down and keep doing it. It's about the work.
Jason Bolden, who also just joined our live. So what could you tell us is something we don't know about your husband, Jason?
Oh, gosh. Jason's he comes across really serious. He's one of the sweetest, softest, caring, thoughtful people, I've ever met in my entire life, which made me marry him.
Oh. How did you guys meet? I'm curious, because he's a celebrity stylist and you're into interior design. So somehow you're taking the design world by storm in both ways.
Thank you. So when Jason and I got together, both of us were doing completely different things. So Jason had a small store in New York at the famous 112 Green Street. And he was selling vintage clothing at the time. And I was an entertainment executive and PR person. And so, PR.
I was like, what? You were in PR?
I was in PR first. And then when Jason and I got together, really our worlds collided. And it just felt real, you felt like it was the right time to do something different. And so he was already designing for people's homes in New York City, where we lived. And then eventually I started working with him slowly but surely. And we moved to LA and things kind of took off, really.
When did you guys get married?
We got married in 2012. So it's been 8 years now. Yeah, it's been 8
years as a gay couple. As a gay couple married, that's a lot. That was like when it was just hitting.
Right. Yeah. We were one of the first in New York to get married, actually.
You're one of the
beautiful.
So I mean, then you get this Netflix show, let me show a clip, because it looks phenomenal. You guys have a lot of celebrity clients as well. Did your celebrity clients want to partake on the show, or did you have to convince them?
No, everyone was, we're really fortunate. Everyone was really supportive. Everyone that we asked said yes to participating, and we're so protective of our clients.
I could see that, because it's like Gabrielle Union and
we had a lot of clients involved in the show, and we're really lucky that way, and we're really protective of them. So they knew that we wouldn't show them in any light that wasn't really flattering.
Do you think the show is a good representation of what you do?
Absolutely. It only shows a fraction. With TV, it only shows a fraction.
Right.
And there's definitely a storyline that you're able to follow. But it definitely did show us in a great light.
What can we expect from more of the show? I know you guys, I think I read you have another season coming out.
So we haven't announced just yet, and I can't necessarily give it all away. I
Did
can't give it all away now. But there are more things down the pipe, for us, and we'll be back on television soon.
Okay, amazing. Well, let me show some of your work. If you guys are just joining us, you're watching Real Talk, the show where we take you inside the secret world of luxury real estate. And I met you, Adair, through staging. In fact, you're one of the staging companies that we will bring in when people want a very elevated look and don't want a run-of-the-mill design. They want it to look curated and bespoke and things like that. So This is your work in Beverly Hills, one of my favorite jobs. Tell us a little bit about the background of this project.
Yes. So if you believe it or not, this was one of our first staging projects.
No.
Yes. And so someone took a chance on us.
And you're not professionally trained. You're just self-taught.
Self-taught. I've since gone back to school for interior architecture so I can learn the things that I didn't know. But yeah, not traditionally trained. At that point, we weren't. And so, just all gut instinct. Yep. And this job, funny enough, the funny story is with this job is that I was gone. I was out, probably going to pick something up, and the team was there. And so what I missed was Ellen DeGeneres walks in. Yes, Ellen DeGeneres walks in.
No.
Yes, we were not ready yet. The house was not open yet. A lot of pieces were in. That living room was set. A lot of things were in. But Ellen walks in and someone sees her and they're like, oh, welcome. The house isn't necessarily ready yet. Tomorrow we're going to have.
Please
They're
leave.
trying to tell Ellen, you need to leave nicely.
Please leave. Yeah.
Right. And she was like, okay, well, I'm going to take a look around. And so, well, what do you say? It's Ellen. So they're texting me. The team is texting me like, oh my God, Ellen DeGeneres is here. And so she asks at one point, who did the staging? It's really beautifully done.
It is.
And to me, that was the biggest compliment.
Can I get that on tape?
Yeah, can I get it on tape? Right. I mean, and for us, it was our first staging job. So, we were nervous. We knew that we would pull it off and it would be beautiful, but we were nervous, of course, to F things up. And that wasn't the case. I think it came out really beautifully, and that job led to many, many other jobs after.
Was this your first? This is your first job. So audience, in the comment section, we're going to have you guess how much you think this house was listed for. Adair, do you remember?
I do remember, yes.
Okay, so audience, in the comment section, go ahead and try and guess how much you think this house was listed for. Do you remember how many bedrooms and bathrooms it was?
If I had to guess, I would say 5 bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 bedrooms. And maybe 7 bath?
5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. We've got a 1.2 million.
I hope I'm not.
A 40 million, a 2.1 million.
Oh, wow. Is that Atlanta?
A 3 million. You guys remember, this is Beverly Hills.
No
cake by the pound. Way up. I'm going to guess. I will play along. I'm going to guess it was an $8.5 million home.
No.
A 10 million from C8RH, more than 8.5, and more than 10 million. We've got a 15 million from Mila Official, 21 million. Laura Cordova says, where was it?
Someone is really close, and I want to say it was Mila.
Mila, who guessed 15 million. How close is she?
She's a million or so off.
Incredible. So congratulations, Mila. So then this started your whole staging arm, because your husband does, he's a stylist.
Yes.
How many projects have you done staging since then?
Since then? Oh, wow. This is a few years ago. So I would probably say we're probably up to like 50.
Well, give us a staging secret. What is a staging secret that you employ that a lot of people wouldn't think, and then you think, oh my God, that's it?
Okay, you're catching me off guard, but what would I say is a secret for us?
Like some people you wrap books. Some people put more furniture in a small space to actually make it
You
feel
can
more
leave it.
homey. Who are you talking to?
There's a messenger and I can't answer. You can leave it, sir.
You can drop that there.
Yep, thank you. The world says hi, by the way.
Hi, messenger. Everyone's laughing. Flowers and books, says Jason Bolden.
Jason says flowers and books. I mean, we do, especially at a certain price point, we do go down to the flower market and, you know, use real florals, especially for photos. And then we switch them out most of the time. And or if the house in the price point calls for it, then we have a weekly flower delivery,
Wow.
you know, so that, you know, we're always refreshing the flowers.
Yeah, I know sometimes you use fake flowers because they die. So
Yeah. And then if the client doesn't want it, then, you know, and they don't want the hassle of having someone have to access the house once a week to make sure that one, you know, the florals are not dying, and if they are, they get changed out. Yeah, fake flowers, faux flowers, as we call them. We hate the word fake, but
yeah.
faux flowers,
Okay.
and trees, you know, can go a long way.
But you guys are working all over the country. Let's cut to Miami Beach with an entirely different look than Beverly Hills. Alora Cordova in the art brought up a good question. What do you guys do about art? Because I know staging has a lot of issues with art.
Yes. So we're really fortunate to have, and as you know, we have a great relationship with Creative Art Partners.
Yes.
Shout out to them. They are the best in the business. They house and have an inventory of many blue chip works, as well as emerging artists. And it really varies. We're lucky and fortunate to work with them really often. And when the client doesn't want to work with them, obviously we try to encourage them along that way. But we also have our own collection of artworks.
Interesting.
That we supply if necessary.
And so with this Miami Beach project, how did this differ for you? It's a departure from what you typically do in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think this is really early on. This is actually a design client and not a staging project.
Oh, snap. So you have design clients. So your business is design and staging.
Design and staging and styling and product. And, you know, it's growing, you know, as the time goes on.
Oh, I bet you're going to have your own furniture line soon.
I mean, there's some things in the works.
My favorite part of this room are these little cowhide seats. I need those for my house, but I'd like them in black.
Yeah, okay. Done. Text me your address and I'll get them over to you.
I'm on it. What about Hanover? This is by far my favorite JSN project because it doesn't look staged at all. And I would even not use that word when I'm designing your guys' work.
Yes. So a lot of the time, one, we really pride ourselves on our inventory being really well curated and collected. We're not, you know, there's not a ton of one particular
do you own this furniture, or is it?
We own everything that we own every single piece that we put into a project. We own.
That's incredible.
We're constantly getting shipments from all over the world, including it in our inventory. At some point, you know, some of these pieces will be available to purchase.
Yes, because you have to have that warehouse sale, right, to refresh.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to use the same pieces over and over and over.
I know, but these pieces are so gorgeous. Audience, can you guess how much this Hanover listing was actually listed for? And Adair is going to tell us who gets the closest without going over. I'll show you some pictures again.
Let's hear it.
What do you think, Adair? How many bedrooms was it?
I feel like this one was another 5-bedroom, 6 bathrooms.
And where are we? Hanover, which is an outpost?
No, this is in Beverly Hills proper.
Beverly Hills proper. How long have you lived in Los Angeles?
Jason and I have been here since 2013.
Wow.
And it feels like we just moved here.
Well, you've got a 22 million from just_Raja. Let's see some other guesses. Whoever gets the closest without going over. This is Beverly Hills proper, about 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. Marisma says 22. Sorry if I said your name wrong. 22 million. We're in the 20s. Are we close? 14 million from Rubik Johnson.
Rubik's Johnson is the closest so far, but a little bit under. I love you too.
I love the comment section. We'll give it to Rubik's Johnson for 14 million.
Yep. I think it was more around 16 million.
Incredible. If you guys are just joining us, you're watching Real Talk, and we're speaking with Adair from JSN Studios. So, Adair, where do you want to see JSN go? What's next for you?
So, more staging projects for sure, a lot more design projects. Hopefully you'll see, not hopefully, it's going to happen. You'll see us in Arch Digest more. We're building relationships with everyone all the time.
I mean, you already are an AD.
Yes, we are. More though, more. We want to,
you need
want
to
the
get
projects to be featured and a cover.
A lot of people don't understand that you have to, well, you understand this because you were in publicist. You have to get your projects featured or else you can't make the AD 100 list.
Correct. Yep. So that is in our future, and we're constantly working to, to make that milestone for ourselves happen.
Well, we love to play games here on Real Talk. So, it wouldn't be Real Talk in New York if we didn't do some games with you. So first of all, we're going to play Design Do's and Don'ts, where I show you a celebrity house and you tell me what you do love about it and what you don't love about it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, first one. This is inside Rainn Wilson's idyllic Spanish-style hacienda in Los Feliz. What do you love about this room, and what don't you love?
I love that it's really, it feels really collected. I love that they brought the outdoors inside with the fiddle leaf fig tree. I love the pattern on pattern on pattern. That's really beautiful. The big windows allow a lot of light in. I love everything about this.
What don't you love?
That's going to be hard for me to say. There are certain things that I'm probably not daring enough to try.
Yes.
So, maybe the chair, although I love the way that it came together, maybe the chair off in the far left corner.
I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah, I would have just chose a different pattern maybe. But it works for this room and it looks great.
I do love that couch, though. Okay, here we have Derek Jeter listing his palatial Tampa mansion. This is just a living room. What do you love? He's actually renting it to Tom Brady right now. What do you love about this, and what might you remove?
Okay, this feels really elevated and chic. I love how comfortable it feels while also looking really neat and put together. What would I remove? I wouldn't remove anything. Maybe we're starting to experiment a lot more with color. And maybe I would add a little bit more color. It's not in the photo that I'm looking at. It doesn't show you space for artwork. So, maybe the color comes in through the artwork. The light fixture is just really beautiful. I can't say enough about this place. It looks, I want to go now and have a conversation at that fireplace.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I don't love about this
tell
place.
me.
I don't love everything designed around the TV. Because for me, a TV should be hidden, especially at this price level. So I would actually turn that into a Samsung Art TV, so it could be a piece of art and a TV, or I would remove it completely altogether. I also
got that.
I don't know about the curved sofa. I think you could maximize seating and make it a little bit better without that curved sofa.
Without the curve.
But that's the former Yankees shortstop. Now we're going to play a little game called Truth or Adair. So, Adair, you have to say truth or Adair. Which would you like?
Okay.
Truth or Adair?
Adair.
Adair, okay. Adair, show us your happy dance or sing for us when a project is finished.
Ooh.
Like you actually have to dance or sing right now. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Truth or Adair?
Truth.
Truth. Tell us about this photo.
Ha! So that's
what is going on?
That's our dog Cruz. We were checking up on a project, and this is in the beginning of COVID. So yeah, we brought him just to kind of walk by and